from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
There's no light at the end of the tunnel. The long, anxiously awaited launch into spring throughout the Red River Valley likely will remain on hold. And the newest information for you includes what could well be a weather-related insult to injury. It comes with word of substantial snow on the horizon. Our chief meteorologist, Hutch Johnson, is here to hopefully tell us when our winter weather will end. Hutch?
It's a question a lot of folks across the valley are asking, and certainly when we're standing in the middle of a record-setting low air mass, it's going to take a bit of time. Also, frequent bouts with snow throughout the valley has slowed how fast we're expecting to warm up. This is a look at Sunday. We have a chance at a snowmaking system, mainly in the southern valley, and amounts shouldn't be huge, but some of us could get substantial snow. Wednesday and next week, we warm up a little bit. Now, we're 30 degrees below average for this time of the year. Next week, we're expecting some 30s around here. So this system could come with some areas of rain and snow. There will be a little melting next week, but late in the week, models are suggesting a major storm system that could impact the northern plains. Yes, there will be some areas of rain mixing with and changing to snow, but look at the wind potential with this. All these isobars showing me that looks like a windy potential storm. And this is a look, a snapshot at snowfall potential as we go through the period towards next weekend. And some areas picking up upwards of a foot, maybe more of snow in total after all these systems. Now, a couple things to keep in mind here as we look at when we may warm up. First and foremost, any added snow will slow how fast we do warm up because the sun's energy goes into melting snow instead of warming your thermometer. Several storms are likely to pass the area. 30s return next week, as mentioned, but we have an unsettled pattern that is expected to develop in late April, all the way through late April, and our chance at 40s returns after the 17th. So we have to get used to this cold. We will see some modest warming over the next 2-week period, but it looks like unsettled weather in the form of stormy weather continues through the month.
You'll be busy.
Indeed.
All right, thanks. Make sure that you have the Valley News Live Storm Team weather app so you can keep up with the weather anytime, anywhere. You'll get the latest forecasts and conditions so you can plan your day. Just search VNL Weather in the App Store. Download it for free. North Dakota's Republicans are rallying this weekend at their state convention. The election is still 7 months away. However, officials are saying there's always work to be done to ensure a Republican in every seat. Valley News Team's Ashley Holcomb is live in Grand Forks right now. Ashley joins us live.
Hello, Mike. Things are just getting started here in Grand Forks, and there are about 1,500 delegates registered for this event. And I have joining here with me is Congressman Kramer. So how are you feeling about this election that many are saying might be a tight race?
Well, first of all, I agree with the many that think it'll be a tight race. I think every indication is it's a tight race today. It'll be a tight race in November. I feel good about it. I feel confident about it, but I'm also very cognizant of the fact it's going to be a hard slog, and we're going to have to work very hard to earn the trust of the North Dakota voter.
And what would you say differentiates you from Senator Heitkamp?
Well, the beautiful thing about this election is we get to have two politicians who are office holders and have been for the very same amount of time, and we get to compare voting records because there's nothing that tells the tale like how you vote. So I have a conservative, pro-jobs, pro-North Dakota voting record. I'm happy to run on my voting record. She's going to have to explain why she supported the Iran nuclear deal, why she supports funding for sanctuary cities, why she opposes tax cuts, and many other things. So I think it's the voting record is the clear benchmark.
All right, thank you, Congressman. And this event will continue throughout the weekend, all day through Saturday and into Sunday. Live in Grand Forks, Ashley Holcomb, back to you in the studio, Mike.
All right, thanks, Ashley. We'll have more from the convention tonight on Valley News Live at 9 on Fargo CW and on Valley News Live at 10. It appears that North Dakota and Minnesota will be handling the president's potential request for troops at the U.S.-Mexican border differently. Governor Doug Burgum says the state will send National Guard troops to the U.S.-Mexican border if asked, while Minnesota doesn't have any plans to send troops, according to a spokesperson for Governor Mark Dayton. President Trump said that he wants to send up to 4,000 Guard members to the border to help federal officials fight illegal immigration and drug trafficking. Nearly $7,000 has been raised to support the family of a Moorhead woman who was in a coma after a car crash earlier this week. Family and friends of Danielle Pitson, also known as Nella, are doing their best to make sure that she won't wake up to devastating medical bills. Today, her family tells us that Nella is doing better. The tube draining excess blood from her brain has been removed, and she no longer needs a feeding tube. Pitson was thrown from her vehicle after crashing along I-94 on Monday. While heading home from work, she lost control of her vehicle and slammed into another vehicle. We have a link to Nella's GoFundMe page. It's on our website. Go to valleynewslive.com and click on this story. Police in West Fargo are trying to figure out what led to 4 people suffering minor injuries in an overnight home invasion. It happened at an apartment complex in the 1200 block of First Street East. Police say a group of people apparently forced their way into a unit, sprayed everyone with pepper spray, and demanded money. The culprits then took off with cash and property. Some car and apartment windows were broken during the incident. 2 victims were taken to the hospital as a precaution. No arrests have been made. It appears the victims were, in fact, targeted. 2 men could spend up to 5 years in prison and face $10,000 in fines after allegedly making a bomb threat in Jamestown. Officers set up a perimeter around Walmart after someone called in a threat late last night. Police entered the store, evacuated employees and customers. There were no signs of a bomb found. After tracing the cell phone used to make the call, police located these 2 men, Jason Anderson and Reed Middleton. They're being held on terrorizing charges.
Just because you have Narcan does not mean that you are supporting people in their addiction. It means that you believe that you can help that one individual. Maybe it's 1 out of 1,000, but you're able to give somebody a second chance at life. And that is truly the perfect gift that you can give to anybody, and that's what Narcan offers.
Every day we lose 115 Americans to an opioid overdose. That's 1 person every 12.5 minutes. But we could start seeing fewer overdose deaths soon. For the first time in more than a decade, the U.S. Surgeon General is asking more people to start carrying naloxone. That's the drug that stops overdoses. Valley News Team's Veronica Marshall explains how this could affect our community.
I believe in second chances. I've been given a second chance. You know, I've been addicted to opiates, and look at where I'm at now.
Jake Metcalf knows about the need in our community. He counsels people working through their addictions at Face It Together Fargo Moorhead. He says people here are dying due to a lack of Narcan, and for him, it's more than a job. It's also personal.
It hits home. You know, a lot of people, I mean, the way that I started abusing opiates and getting addicted to them was as a result of many painful surgeries.
Metcalf supports the U.S. Surgeon General's new advisory asking more people to carry Narcan.
We're not saying that, you know, we're condoning this. We are saying that if we can save 1 out of 100 people, that's excellent. If we can get 1 person well out of 100 people, they're worth it. And I'm living proof.
Undoubtedly, Narcan has saved lives. We still use it on a consistent basis. I don't remember offhand, but I think it was 60 or 70 some patients that we used Narcan on last year.
Emergency responders agree. They say the extra help can save lives.
The priority is to get that person breathing again. Narcan is one way that you can do it. So it's a good, safe, effective drug to use for that. It's a real good thing to bring them back around quick.
For Metcalf, it's a step in the right direction, one he's already taking, and maybe soon he won't be making it alone.
I would like to see this continue to spread amongst our community, and I think it's very important and crucial. I carry it with me no matter where I go.
In Fargo, Veronica Marshall, Valley News Live.
If you do administer Narcan, first responders say you still need to call 911. The Narcan may wear off before the drug does. Later on Valley News Live at 6, easier said than done, what some North Dakota students are doing to rid their school of bullying. Up next, see for yourself what can happen when a distracted driver is on the road.